Another week of grinding, another week of practice as Isaiah King gets ready to hit the gridiron. This week we're facing the Detroit Lions, but Isaiah's got a lot of work to do in practice. Coming off their bye week, the Seahawks are off to an incredible start to the season. Only 2 losses on their record so far, and that's partially or mostly because of Isaiah King. But the surprise factor this season outside of Isaiah King, though, has definitely been the play of Russell Wilson. Wilson has been poised in the pocket, he's been delivering incredible passes, and Isaiah has been showing the perfect complement for him in the backfield. So the Seahawks are going to face a tough Detroit Lions team at home today, but can the Seahawks walk out here with a W against a tough Detroit Lions team? If Russell Wilson plays like he does, you can bet that Isaiah King will take care of business. Now the Seahawks are coming off of their bye week, and Isaiah King, look at this, is leading the league in total yards rushing by a dominant margin. Now, I know that Ezekiel Elliott is pretty close to him, but when you look at the average yards per game, Isaiah is averaging 114 on the ground. The closest person is actually going to be Caldwell down here with 91.3. Zeke is 2 yards behind that, so Isaiah has been killing this season. And not even to mention, Isaiah King has 10 rushing touchdowns, which are the best in the NFL. Caldwell is just a single touchdown behind him, but Isaiah says, look, I'm about to put on a show this week, just watch. Now, the yearly awards just came out as well, and Jerry Boss of the Carolina Panthers is leading everybody with a 6-1 record right now, but look at that, just behind him, Isaiah King at 5-2. And you know who you don't see on this list? That's right, Mr. Bofelli. Nowhere to be found on this list. The game plan today for the Seattle Seahawks should just be give Isaiah King the ball. Yes, Russell Wilson needs his touches and needs his passes, but Isaiah has proven that if you give him the ball, he's going to get into the end zone, and more than likely your team's going to walk out of there with a W. Now, they were playing the Detroit Lions, they were playing at home in sunny Seattle. Yes, it is actually not raining in Seattle, which is a welcome addition. And the Lions defense is trying to get hyped up there, but it does not matter because look, the man, the myth, the legend, Isaiah King is getting some prime time. He's wearing those retro Jordan cleats, and he's ready to go. Now we're starting the ball game after a crazy Detroit turnover. We're going to have the ball in beautiful field. I mean, we're already in field goal territory, so a play action fake there from Russell Wilson. Isaiah's going to move around a little bit. The pass goes out to the right-hand side. This one, though, is going to have a flag as Kogbila drags the defenders all the way down to the 10-yard line. But is this one coming back? And as you imagine, yes, it's coming back, holding on Corey Gruber. So we end up coming back 10 yards down to make it 1st and 20 on the 43-yard line, but still a decent field position. On the halfback screen, Russell Wilson cannot find anybody open and gets lit up on that play. So Coach Mike Tomlin opts to make things a little bit different here. He puts Russell Wilson wide receiver, puts Isaiah back at running back. We've got Kogbila out here in motion. Isaiah's going to fake the handoff. He's going to turn up the field. Look at Isaiah with all the room in the world. No one is going to catch this dude, but there's another flag on the play. How can this happen? Please don't be on the Seahawks. And just like we predicted, holding on the offense again. To make matters worse, we were at the 33-yard line to start of this drive. Now it's 2nd and 30. Yes, you read it correctly. 2nd and 30. So we out for the halfback screen. Isaiah's out here running wild. He's got a defender in front of him. He knocks him loose. Number 30 tries to get him, and they end up bringing him down at the 41. But still, a great move by Isaiah to get his team in a little bit better position. So now we line up 3rd and 17. It's just a whole lot of yards to get a first down. So Wilson's back in shotgun. Isaiah's what's out of receiver. He's across the middle. Isaiah's wide open. He catches it. Can he hold on to it? Isaiah holds on to it, getting his team the first down and inside nearly the red zone. So 2nd and 7. Wilson back in the shotgun. Burgess moves a little bit over to the right-hand side. Isaiah splits out. Isaiah's wide open. If only the ball had went a little bit further up the field, that was a guaranteed touchdown, but Wilson still finds a guy, but now it's 3rd and short. Now Mike Tomlin opts to go to the Wildcat again. It worked earlier in today's ball game, but can lightning strike twice, especially here inside the red zone? Kogbila back in motion. Isaiah's going to keep this one. He's going to move up the middle of the field. He breaks to a couple defenders. Look at Isaiah King. They finally drag him down, but he broke multiple tackles to get inside the 10 and keep this drive alive. So here we go. 1st and goal on the 8-yard line. Got a couple of receivers out there. Isaiah's back here in the shotgun formation. He's going to opt to block the right end. The pass was across middle. This one's going to be caught, it looks like, but unfortunately it's dropped at the last moment, making an incomplete pass. So here we go. A couple of incompletions. It's now 3rd and goal. The Seahawks probably should have ran the ball a little bit here in the red zone, but instead they opt to go back to a pass. It's a halfback screen. Russell Wilson finds Isaiah. Isaiah hits multiple defenders, but they bring him down at the 2. Now Seattle opted for a field goal on their last drive after getting shut down at the 2-yard line. Detroit ended up not doing anything on their side, so they punt the ball off to Seattle. Isaiah's out here finding running lanes, breaks to a tackle again, and this dude refuses to go down on the first hit. Another big play. So their second drive is off to a pretty good start. Now a play action fake again for Isaiah, staying in pass protection. The ball goes out to the right-hand side to Nails, and the big fella throws another guy to the ground and gets a first down of his own. Now the Lions have shown that they're giving up yards in the running game, in the passing game. Can they actually make a stop? And on this play, they actually do, as they force Isaiah to go nowhere as he had stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 10 as the first quarter is coming down to a close. The halfback screen is looking like it's going to work pretty well. Great blocking here on the edge. Isaiah's going to try to get up. He tries to truck through a defender and destroys him as he forces his way for another first down on the drive. Now Seattle's playing pretty well here in their second drive, much better than that first drive, and hopefully though they can actually close this one out. So Russell Wilson back on the pistol. Isaiah's going to stay in for a block. Pressure in Wilson's face, but across the middle, he's going to find Ferris, and Ferris is going to go down at the 26-yard line. Now, as we inch closer back to the red zone, Mike Thomas says, look, it's time to go back to the Wildcat. It's been working all game long. As long as the penalties aren't there, we've seen a lot of success. And look at Isaiah say, look, just don't have a penalty, and I can get you almost a first down on that one. Now, second and short, the Lions look like they're expecting a run here. We opt for a pass. Isaiah's wide open on the edge. Isaiah, though, has it hit him in the helmet. Oh, Isaiah King, you have some explaining to do, bro. That's an L. Now here on 3rd and 1, and Mike Tomlin has an interesting play call. Instead of running the ball, he's going to opt for a play action fake. So a good play action fake there by Russell Wilson. All the time in the world, he throws one deep. It's going to be close, and Nails catches it, but it's popped out at the last moment. Now, Seattle executed what I would consider a perfect drive there, but unfortunately, they could not get it done in the red zone. If Mike Tomlin has learned anything in today's ballgame so far, it's give the ball to Isaiah on short yardage downs. Now, 2nd and 8, Seattle finds itself back in the Wildcat. It's worked the first 3 times we've ran it, so why not run it again? The breaks are looking perfect here. Look at Isaiah finding a seam. Almost got through. The old Isaiah King probably goes for a touchdown there, but this old fella, he's still pretty quick, just not as fast as he used to be, at least not as lightning fast. Now, 2nd and short, and you can bet what Mike Tomlin's actually going to do here. He's going to give the ball to Isaiah and watch him work. And look at the young fella kill it. But another penalty. Really, Seattle? I mean, really? And yup, another penalty by Seattle. So here we go, 2nd and 4. Should have been a first down, but instead we go to a halfback screen. Isaiah's going to get the blocking that he needs. He's going to shift inside a little bit. One guy in front. He's going to juke him out of his shoes, drops him, and he gets out of bounds there at the 38. What a display of athleticism by Isaiah King. Mike Tomlin has to understand, man, big-time players make big-time plays. Keep giving the ball to Isaiah and watch this dude work. So 3rd and 3, if Seattle is forced to kick another field goal, that's just going to be an extreme disappointment for this offense. And this play just wasn't even close to working properly. So look, Seattle is blessed with crazy good field position again. They have to capitalize and get it to the end zone. So first down, 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. Isaiah goes up the middle and he gets bopped down at pretty much around the first down marker. Now this is where you give the ball to the big fella. So number 27 here in the 13-yard line. He waits for the halfback screen. He's wide open. He catches it. It's a little bit behind him. He's got a little bit of room to the edge. Isaiah's going to dive in, but they force him out at the 2-yard line. What an effort by Isaiah, but couldn't quite get into the end zone. So one of the plays that's worked incredibly well for the Seattle Seahawks in the red zone has been the goal line toss. So they line up for it. Great blocking on the edge, and Isaiah's going to go into the end zone completely untouched. Finally, the Seahawks have gotten into the end zone, and Isaiah could not be more hyped. Whoa, Isaiah, don't punch the referee, man. Calm down. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. Be mad at Mike Tomlin. It's the start of a new drive, but the question is, will it end in a field goal? Will it end in a touchdown? What will the Seahawks do here? Now, Wilson's got all the time in the world. A guy right across the middle, and he finds Kugbila again. Look at Kugbila breaking tackles, looking like a young Isaiah King, and Kugbila is running loose. Is anybody going to catch him? I don't think they are. What an effort by Mr. Kugbila, going all the way down for a huge touchdown. Broke multiple tackles on that 73-yard play. Now, because the Seahawks are up 12, Mike Thomas says, you know what? It is time to go for 2 points. So here we go. 22-10 lead. Wilson's back. Russell Wilson scrambles. He's got pressure off the back, though, and Wilson takes an unfortunate sack there from McAfee. So here in the second half, Isaiah has all the chances in the world to seal this ball game with a nice couple of runs, putting his team on his back. But that right there was a little tough for only 2 yards. Now, 3rd and 4, need to get a first down. Isaiah splits to the right-hand side. He comes back across the middle. He's wide open. He opts for the possession catch, and he gets rocked on that one across the middle. The linebacker killed him, but he still held on to it to make sure we got the first. Now, 2nd and 5, Nails goes in motion. He's going to split back out to the right-hand side. Isaiah's looking for a hole. He's going to try to find one. He slips past a couple defenders. Look at Isaiah King still moving as they finally bring him down. Maybe his new nickname should be the bowling ball. This dude is killing it today. The amount of dedication Isaiah King has put in practice has put him in the perfect position to get major yards today. And look at this old fella move the chains again. Goes down to just 2 yards shy of the first down marker on that beautiful run. So 3rd and 2, Isaiah King is back at wide receiver. He's going to run a beautiful route up the middle. He's going to split out. The pass goes to the right-hand side instead. That one is going to go for 4 yards, which will be enough for that first down. Now, 2nd and 10, we're going to have Russell Wilson line back up at receiver, which means that Isaiah King is back at running back, or back at quarterback. He's going to fake the handoff to Kugbila. Oh, he's going to try to get past the tackler. One guy in front, his own receivers in front of him. Look at Isaiah trying to shed everybody. But another penalty out of the Wildcat for the Seahawks. And this one goes to be an illegal block in the back, this time against Michael Burton, the fullback. So 2nd and 10, look at Isaiah King back at quarterback. Kugbila's going to be in motion. Isaiah's going to try to get to the edge. A couple good blockers there. Spins off 2 people. Isaiah goes to a third, almost breaks the 3rd tackle, and now officially has 100 yards rushing on the afternoon. Now 2nd and 10, Wilson goes back to the halfback screen. He sees Isaiah wide open. Isaiah stops in a dime, tries to go through, but unfortunately that's going to be his own demise as he doesn't really go anywhere. So 3rd and 10, Isaiah King is back at wide receiver with 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Got a man in motion, safety moves back up top, Nails is going to go to the left-hand side. What is happening right now? Isaiah King's going to split out. Isaiah's kind of wide open across the top. Isaiah almost has it, but doesn't see the ball until it's too late. And that's going to be an incomplete pass for the Seahawks. So a field goal for the Seahawks will extend their lead to 25-10 against the Detroit Lions. A couple good runs, maybe one more touchdown, and this game should be in the books. And look at Isaiah stiff arm a guy to the ground. Now 3rd and less than 5 to go. Russell Wilson in center. Isaiah splits out to his right-hand side. He moves out for a pass. He comes back across the middle, and Russell Wilson gets completely destroyed by Dye on that one. I mean, completely destroyed. Now 2nd and 6, again, Detroit has tons of guys up in the box. They're going to opt for a play-action fake. Isaiah helps again for the blocking. Guys coming across the middle. Russell Wilson again is going to shed a tackle. Look at Russell Wilson being great, and Kugbila actually catches that one. But they're saying it's incomplete, only got 1 foot inbounds. Now moving on to 3rd and 6, Wilson goes back under center. They're probably expecting a run, but Isaiah King's going to split out for a pass. He's going to stop on a dime. This ball is going somewhere not even close to Isaiah. We're going to be forced to punt it. Now on the 1 yard line, somehow, some way, we got the ball now. So 1st and goal, what can we do? Hand off to Isaiah. Isaiah's going to move out to the left-hand side and gets into the end zone for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the afternoon. I told you, if you give Isaiah King the ball multiple times, he's probably going to get into the end zone at least 1 or 2 times. So Isaiah King's very last touchdown of the afternoon ends up being his 2nd, and that's going to be enough to help us walk out of here with a W. Pretty much this game after the first half wasn't even close as Isaiah completely took over the ball game. So in the passing game, Jacoby Brissett is actually the starter for the Detroit Lions, and he did not have the best ball game of his career. 298 passing yards, 1 touchdown, and 5, yes, count them, 5 interceptions. The other quarterback from NC State ended up going to Wisconsin. Obviously, and Russell Wilson goes 18 of 30, 234 yards, and 1 touchdown. Most importantly, though, no interceptions. On the rushing side, you already know who killed it. Isaiah King had 28 rushes, 132 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground. On the receiving side, 10 receptions, 98 yards, no touchdowns in the air, but plenty of yards to make his team happy. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Check the playlist on the screen, and I'll catch you guys in the very next video.